And I think that the prairie is opaque enough. I mean, it's thick enough, dense enough, that we're not going to have to worry about seeing a lot of darkness through the grass. What we really want to be able to do is just be left with a subtle value in places and end up by creating that, having something we can create that negative with. So I guess I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I just want to make sure that I'm emphasizing it. There might be a place here and there where we might have a line representing something, but I think it would be very rare. I think you'd be well off to have that method where we will take ones out, brush it again, take brand new ones out that we might want to be in the foreground, maybe something a little brighter in the front. We could brush it again and create a whole new brighter grass or whatever it is in front of that. So let's see what we can do. I'm just going to do a part of it here because it'd take us a long time to do the rest of it. Now, I don't want to undo the values or soften up too much about my building. And I don't want to come down here and just create this horizontal, distracting pattern. So I'm just using kind of the corner, I'm kind of complementing the direction of the grass. I'm not going up into the building enough to start taking away some of my detail in the boards. It's easy to do. And I also want to brush enough that it fades away. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this. You see how that corner is allowing it, almost like the tapered stroke. See, as it lifts off the paper, it's not like going like this, where now everything is going to end up by having more of a sudden edge to the smudging or the brushing. I want to go like this. So I'm starting a little bit more contact and I'm letting it fade away. Now I can continue going farther and farther down on my drawing as I feel more comfortable, but I don't want to, this is something else, I don't want to go all the way to where I think it wants to be or it should be. I want to get a feel for it as I'm going and decide, I think for balance, for contrast, I think I want to go a little bit farther down. But you see how I'm using the corner of that brush. And I'm trying not to go up into the building. Just catching the edge of some of those darker areas. And let's just see, after I've done this for a little bit, let's just see how much value we have. And as we add a few more spaces, darker spaces, where we can, as we start using our eraser and defining a few more blades of the prairie grass, then we'll know better where we can put some of those darker values in between. But at least this gives us a little bit of a direction here. And every time I'm brushing along here, I'm subtly putting just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more into this area here. But you'll see that it is not it's not creating a pattern along there, that very horizontal pattern. That's a nice sharp line. Look at that out of that value. I think that's so neat. And nothing has to be totally straight. Maybe there's a nice little curve on the end, or and these are things that I can also clean up a little bit with my pencil. But you see, what we're doing is we're not depending on a line at all. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, subscribe below. And also share it with your friends. So we'll see you in the next one.